All right, audio's live. Credit page is live.
We have movie sign!
Quitting out of Fallout.
Okay, so I guess we shall begin, right?
Yep.
I believe so.
Do you want to start, or should I start since I'm the DM?
You're the DM.
Okay.
So you start.
So, all right. Well, hey, hi everyone. Welcome to another session of Pathfinder. As the Tengu flies, the third Pathfinder campaign that I'm running. I am Fiona, also known as Vixbox3, and I am the DM for this adventure. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm going to pass it off to...
My name is Astrid. I am the owner of the stream. I play this campaign, Yarra Shadowtide of House Thul. My pronouns are she, they. Her pronouns are she, they. Next.
I'm Grumpybear. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Blasty.
No, you first.
I'm Grumpybear. This campaign, I'll be playing Drin, Bromson, the dwarf. Our pronouns are he, him. Next.
Okay, now I'll go. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Blasty. I'll be playing Yule. Our pronouns are both he, they. I pass it off to Dot.
Hello, I am Dot, or Jasper. I am playing Iori in this campaign, and we both use she/they pronouns.
I believe that leaves it to me. I'm Wandren. I am playing Saadi al-Kathiri bint Fadlan. We are both she, her.
Okay. And with the introductions underway, let's go ahead and begin. So, first, first I'm going to say that, Blasty, if you please, give us our rundown on what happened.
Certainly. After nearly avoiding the ire of Kirahata's Governor Tamami, we met with Vibrard Nunlilnibs and spoke to him about his quest for a library hidden within the city. After that, we aided both the Saotome and Higetoki families with retrieving bodies. While neither family was happy with each other, we managed to get both bodies back. After this, we began our venture towards Minakami Ongaku-Mura, a small fishing village a day's travel away. Though our travel there was not the most satisfactory of non-pain, we ended up getting most of the way there and resting for the night, just a ridge away. Now, as the dawn rises, will our adventurers be able to do what we can to free the village?
Yep. And to add a little bit more on top of that, because a villager had sought the help from Tamami, the governor of Kirahata, asking for help with the village, because apparently a bandit group known as the Seven Rings of Heaven had swooped in and took over the town. And so the party had opted to help out, hoping to curry favor from both the village as well as Tamami, or whatever other motivations the party has. So, after dealing with a few encounters on the road, meeting up with a fur trader, as well as dealing with a spore field in the out in the wilds, the party is camped down. The party is camped down just a little bit outside. Thankfully, the evening went by without any incident. Nothing strange or dangerous seemed to have happened. Which takes us to the morning thereof. So, the party is currently just a short march away from the hill overlooking Minakami Minakami Ongaku-Mura, also known as Water Music Village. And so since it's the morning preparations. What are you guys doing? I know that our alchemists are doing their preps to figure out like what they're preparing for the day. So go ahead and take some time to do that. But since you need to decide what you're doing, I'm going to start off with Grumpy. What are you doing this morning?
I'll be looking around the area for breakfast. Anything to, any herbs, spices,
Eggs.
something I can catch to cook.
I'll be helping with that.
Okay. So is anybody else helping to rustle up some food?
Oh, definitely. After all, I have cast iron.
Okay. So anybody that's helping to look for food, which one of you is taking the lead on this? Basically, this is going to be a survival check.
What's your survival at?
T3.
No, I mean total.
4.
Okay, so we're evenly matched on that point. I'll let you take the lead then.
All right.
All right. So before you roll, Brom, I'm going to ask.
It's Drin.
Oh, you're right. Before you roll, Drin, I'm going to ask our Yarra and Yule to please roll your survivals to see if you can help.
All right. 22.
11.
Okay, so Yara. Oh, by the way, everybody, please restore your hero points to 1. Remember, you can't save. So Yara isn't really much help in the hunt, but she doesn't impede the progress either. Yule is going to provide you a +1 on your roll. So go ahead, Drin, when you're ready.
Ooh.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Yeah.
Okay, so 12.
Not much better.
So you spend about 10 minutes like gathering berries or whatnot, and it's not much, but you gather enough that one person can. You gather enough that everybody can have a little treat to go with their morning breakfast. So it's slim pickings, but at least everybody has fresh fruits to go with their rations.
Yes,
Good.
very nice.
All right. So since you 3 went off to do that, Saadi, what were you doing
Well,
besides preparing your bullets and all that?
that's I imagine that's all that she would have been doing. She would have been
Okay.
trying to craft lesser elemental ammunition. More
Okay.
specifically, lightning or electric ammunition.
Okay. Real quick for gunslinger, do you have the feature where you have a certain amount of ammunition that you can build every day, or
I'm actually
was
not
that
sure
your
about
feat?
that. It's from the
Okay.
munitions crafter.
Okay. Let me see. Initial deed, gunslinger's feat, singular expertise. Okay. By the way, real quick, I'm just looking at this, and with singular expertise, you added a +1 to your firearms damage, right? On your sheet.
Check.
Oh, I'm asking you if you did.
I don't think I have actually.
Okay.
It
So if you
it says 1d8 plus 0.
okay, so it should be 1d8 +1 because since
Gotcha.
you are focused, you do a little bit more damage with guns.
Gotcha.
Anywho,
I will write that up.
okay. And what feat did you say you were using?
Oh, munitions crafter.
Okay, so let me look at how that works. Munitions crafter. Okay, you become trained, gain the infused reagents. Okay, so make sure you give yourself the infused reagents class feature. and you have one. You basically get one infused reagent per day, and what that means is that you can spend those to create bullets. And you said you wanted to create lightning bullets, correct?
Hmm?
Okay. Let me see. You gain batches, which you can use. Okay. And that's a level 0 ammunition, right?
I believe. Let me check. Metal ammunition. It's level 1 ammunition. Is that too high?
Okay. What that means is that let me see. What that means is that you can either make 2 lightning bullets, and they will no longer function at the end of the day, or you can make 10 black powder shot. Basically, do you want 10 non-magical, non-special ammo, or
She'll
do you?
make 2 of the lightning bullets.
Okay, so you have those, and if you don't use them by the end of the day, they're gone.
Yep.
Okay. You since you have a chemical munitions crafter, you can do that every day. You'll need the alchemical crafting to make more throughout the day, if you don't have that
Okay.
already. Okay. All right. So Iori, what about you?
Iori spends the morning preparing the last of her chemical items for the day. This is my first time playing an alchemist, so how many things do I prep at the beginning of the day?
You have 3 slots, and you know the. I'm gonna look at your sheet real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, it looks like we have the default things filled in, but not the other formulas I picked up in character creation.
Do you know what those formulas were?
Oh yeah, of course, I have them written down. Just they're
Okay.
just not on the alchemist tab.
Oh well, go back to the alchemist tab, and we can add them real quick.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
what are they?
Alchemist Fire, Lesser. Oh wait, no, sorry, that one is
Yeah,
already
that's
on
there.
there. I wrote it down differently. LMAO. Thunderstone, Lesser.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. You said Lesser Thunderstone, correct?
Correct.
Okay. What kind is that? Is that a bomb? It is a bomb. So
Yep.
I will add that to bomb. All right. What else?
Eagle Eye, Potion, Lesser.
All right. Eagle Eye Potion Lesser.
That's going to be
Um.
elixir.
Yes. Let me do. Eagle Eye Potion Lesser. It's the Lesser Eagle Eye Elixir, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that goes under Elixir, so boom. What else?
Quicksilver, Mutagen, Lesser.
Also elixir.
Okay. Um. Okay.
Sorry, I was taking off my jacket.
No worries.
You're good.
And Arsenic is the last one.
All right. That
Arsenic.
Also
goes under
elixir.
poison.
Or, yeah, poison. You're right.
Okay. Go to your alchemy page. Because right now you're on spells. Thank you. Okay. So the way this works is that you have 3 slots, and you can spend those to get 2 of whatever items you have in your book. If it's a bomb, you get 3 instead, since you're a bomber specialty.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I have to giggle.
Now, at level 2, you'll be able to like save some of your reagents so you can like craft them on the fly, so that you have a little bit of variability during the day.
Gosh.
But right now, since you can't do that, you spend all your
Oh,
reagents.
I actually can do that.
Oh, you do?
I have the
Okay, I'm
Corp
wrong.
Alchemy feat.
Oh, well, I'm wrong. So you could save some, but here's the issue. If you save it, you have to make a skill check, and you get 1.
I'm
I
fine.
believe.
I'll just make everything now.
Okay. So you can decide, and you can just jot down how many of each you have.
Do I hit the craft button?
No, that's only if you're doing quick crafter.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. I will write down what I'm grabbing, and I'll put it just in chat.
Okay. You can also actually just mark it down because see that very leftmost column with the number?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you can just use that as well. All right. So while you're deciding, so if you choose a bomb, you get 3. Everything else, you get 2.
Also, Vosh says hi, so does Kobrak and Alexis. Hello.
Hey, welcome you
Hello.
two.
3. I said 3 names.
Oh, welcome you
Yes.
3.
Hey, Karash. You goober.
So while our alchemists are working on their stuff, the hunters, are you going to keep hunting to look for more, or are you going to return to camp?
I'll head back to camp.
Yeah.
I will go one more roll while I'm out here.
I'll just get the
Okay.
cast irons heated. Since that's really all I'm good at.
Okay, 12. You find a... Well, what do you find? It's not enough to, replace for rations for the day, but it's enough to add, some spice to the meal.
We'll find some actual edible mushrooms this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you find 2 fistful of edible mushrooms to add to the meal.
Mushrooms.
This is gonna be the running joke. This is gonna be the running joke with him and mushrooms.
I'm going to have Mike and Ed enemies. Yule will immediately curl
favorite
up into
enemy.
a ball.
Favorite enemy, Mike and Ed. The shovel comes out.
You have chosen death, I see. But all jokes aside, so with that, after 10 minutes, everybody returns to camp, and our alchemist, in character, you'll be done with your prep, but take all the time you need. But what are you guys doing? Because it's the morning, you're all rested up and healed up, ready to start your adventuring day.
Daily stretches.
whatever you need to do. Like, this is your chance, role play. Tell us about your characters.
Yule and Rhyme are just sitting at the campfire cooking, sauteing the mushrooms up, real nice.
Yeets.
These are
And
no
also-
cave. These are no cave mushrooms, but they'll do for the day. A little bit to add to your rations for you folks.
In all seriousness, Saadi would have been keeping a journal or writing in a journal, keeping to herself during the morning.
Sounds good.
Iori will go through her morning routine of getting her alchemical agents together. After that, doing some praying. After that, eating a pack of cigarettes, and then seeing if anyone is interested in playing. I don't know. She has some game stuff on her, and is looking if anyone wants to pass the time.
Okay, so will anyone take up Iori's challenge of maybe a dice game, card game? What would you say?
It's Go. She has a foldable Go set.
Saadi would actually take her up on that.
Let's
Although
go.
she would have to ask she would have to ask what the rules are before she actually played.
Thankfully, it is a simple to explain game.
So you spent some time teaching Saadi about the rules of Go, and after a time, you two play. And since it is a game of strategy, I'm going to say you could... we don't really need the roll unless you guys want to.
Two.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to say you could either make a relevant lore check, or you could make a perception, or I'd say perception or bluff or diplomacy. Like basically, if you're trying to like keep your cool or like kind of convince, like do mind games to get your opponent to do a bad move, that sort of thing. So
I would like to roll thievery as I sneak their pieces away and eat them when they are not looking.
if you're being serious, I'll allow it.
No, I'll roll like Chuye lore just for like experience playing with other people. But I will also like I am okay. This game doesn't have like advantage or disadvantage, right?
Well, it kind of does in the sense that you could get a +2. Since you're the more experienced, I will give you a +2 to your roll.
No, I actually was going to say the opposite just because this is more of a social activity and they Iori is purposefully not like playing at her best.
Okay. So I would say, sure, you can like sandbag and give yourself a -2 to your roll.
Yeah, she's sandbagging.
Okay, and what are you going to be rolling, Saadi?
Can I just roll like a flat 20?
Add your intelligence modifier then.
Intelligence? Okay.
So yeah, just click your intelligence button. Yes.
Okay, so even with the -2, I still went out on that, but it's fine. You know, first game. This is a teaching
It's a
opportunity.
close one. And
Yeah, it's pretty.
actually, I'm gonna roll something really quickly. I just want to see if Saadi picked up on the fact that you're going easy on her.
You know what? Tell you what. What's your make your perception check, and Iori, what's your bluff? Probably not, but what's your bluff bonus or deception bonus rather?
It's a modifier 2 and trained in it.
Okay. Let me take a look at your sheet if you don't mind.
So it looks like a 5.
Yeah, it's a 5. So difficulty would be 15. So it's not a critical fail, but no, you don't pick up on the fact that it's being sandbagged.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Saadi feels delighted that she's so good at this game, even though she's playing for the very first time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And Yada,
Hold
I
on.
believe that you said you were going to be cooking, so
Ye-
describe that.
All right. I am. My hair's pulled back in a braid, and I am sitting next to the campfire with my very large for a halfling cast iron skillet. Just trying to warm up the skillet and get the mushrooms and the spices and everything cooked up. Sorry, voice.
And if you recall, you did pick up some rare spices from the vendor, so you are going to get a +2 to your roll. You can either roll a relevant lore check, or you could do survival instead. Your choice.
Couldn't I just
Remember,
do crafting?
you know what? That's actually fair. You can do crafting.
Thank you.
I forgot about that skill. You are
Hell yeah.
all right. So that's going to be a 22, and you know that's actually going to be a very tasty, filling meal. Like, even though it's just like in addition to your daily rations, it tastes great, and everyone's going to be on a positive upswing mood. Everybody gain 1 hero point.
Yay!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
My power
The
grows.
mushrooms worked this time.
I told you that this just these mushrooms were they're not cave mushrooms. These are good ones.
So, in the meanwhile, I'm going to say Drin and Yule. What were you doing over the past 10 minutes?
Yule was making sure his bow was basically just starting to break down the rest of the camp and sort of prep for them to start moving.
That's what I was going to do also. And,
Okay.
you know, the daily clean and prep the weapons and shield, that kind of thing.
That sounds good. So you spend some time cleaning up the camp, making sure that it's safe and everything's put away, and you get ready to start your day. Now that the camp's put away, 10 minutes have passed. What is the party doing now?
Well, if we are fed and ready to roll,
I say let's roll.
let's roll.
Hey, Blasty, I need my little sword of chat slicey.
Yep, on it.
Thank you.
Yep, on it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh. Returning to the Chuye map, you were just outside of Minakami Ongaku-Mura. And do any of you have anything that allows you to see a far distance away? Like a spyglass or anything of the sort? Or perception, perception abilities that might help?
I have an
About
empty.
that.
I have an empty paper towel roll.
I can cast
Nothing.
I can cast a first rank light spell.
I
Okay,
can
well,
cast iron.
Well, it's morning, so you won't need a light spell right now, but that's fine. Basically, I was just wondering if you could, observe the town without risking being seen. So, overlooking the town, you are aware, according to the peasant, that there may be bandits down there. So the question is, how do you wish to approach?
Okay, but as far as we can tell, are there bandits?
You'll have to get closer to see. Basically, do you wish to approach stealthily to get a spy on things?
I think it might be a good idea to have at least one or two of us go off the road and sneak around a little bit, see what we can see from from a decent distance.
Okay. Is that what the party wishes to do?
Might be a
Yes.
good idea.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay,
Sounds like a
so
plan.
who would like to be in charge of that stealth check to get in close?
I would
Not
like
me.
Saadi to do that. Saadi
I could-
has a +7 to stealth, unless
Uh,
Iori has a better one.
Ooh, I have a +6, so that is you.
Well,
yeah, I
you
have
can
a
still
+6.
you can help each other.
Mhm.
So I'm going to ask Iori and Yule to please roll to assist. Are all three of you going? I should ask.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, so go ahead and make your rolls. Oh, that is a critical success.
I rolled a 19.
Your result was a 25, which is a critical success.
I'm rerolling mine.
Okay.
I am quickly revealing how much I know about Pathfinder.
Hey, it's okay, because basically critical success or failure is if you roll 10 above or below the difficulty.
What is with my numbers? That doesn't look right. No, that's right. I just rolled a 3 and a 2. Never mind.
Yeah, you just rolled poorly. Okay, so looking at yours, because of Iori's success, that's going to be 2 additional, which is 20 for Saadi, and thankfully you didn't roll poorly enough that you caused any problems, but the party manages to creep down towards the town, and because of that, you're able to look around. And what you can spy is that there do appear to be bandits there. People that definitely do not look like villagers that are at this moment constructing a wall around the north and west parts of the city, or excuse me, the village. It's not like a wall to build a fortification. It's more like a wall to limit entry in. Basically, like limit people's options to get in. The wall section that is the other 2 entrances, the south and west parts, do not have walls around them. And you see that the largest building, which the peasant described in the last session, is the one that, from what you can see, is most defended. So it's very likely that that's the mayor's home. And you do see that there are patrols that are roaming around, 3 to a person. Now, at this point, if for extra details, I'm going to ask you to roll perception. Which one of you is taking the lead?
Saadi only has +5 to this.
I have a
Yeah, well.
6.
Maybe Yule could take the lead this time.
Iori,
Alright.
what's your perception? Iori?
Oh, sorry. I thought you asked someone else. My perception is 4.
Okay.
4. Okay.
So I'll take the lead on this then.
Okay, so Iori and Saadi, please roll perception to assist. Difficulty is 15.
Oof.
Okay, so that's going to be a +1 for an 18, which is what you need. So you spend some time poking around, and you find that the bandits appear to be the patrolling bandits rather are in groups of 3. Two small groups of 3 that are just making patrols throughout the streets. There aren't a lot of patrols because, again, this is a fishing village, so there isn't a lot of like buildings or alleyways to explore. What you determine is that there appears to be about 6, maybe 7 people that you see on the outside. One group, of 3 patrolling, and the rest working on the walls. So I'm going to type that into the chat. So,
yeah.
7 people seen, 3 on patrol. 4 dogs surrounding.
Out of curiosity, how big is this little town?
It's not very big, but here, I'll show you the map. Give me a second. There we go. Like this is, it's a big map, but this is literally most of the town.
Really out of focus on my screen.
Yeah, you have to kind of
same.
span
There we
out
go.
and then.
There we go.
Yeah.
You see that the village has 2 bridges. One a wooden bridge towards the north, and one a kind of stone bridge to the south. And from what you observe, the patrols seems to be going starting from the north. Now I'm going to use the little maps button so that you can see where I'm indicating. But it starts there.
So it starts up.
Yeah, it starts there.
Top left.
Mm-hmm. Goes south to the stone bridge, across the stone bridge, like so, and then north to the wooden bridge, and then it goes backwards. So it's kind of a U shape. Yeah. Well, no, they seem to never cross the wood bridge.
Oh.
They're just going south across the stone bridge, north, and then they retrace their steps.
All right.
That's interesting.
Okay. And with that, do you wish to remain, or do you want to return to the rest of the group to share your findings?
Definitely.
Let us head back. Yeah, like there's not much we can learn from up here. The rest off getting in with the group.
Okay. So I'm going to take you back to the Chuye map, and as you return to the group, what do you do?
All right.
No, we discussed what we've seen already. We'll just describe to them, to Yarra and Drin, exactly the patrol patterns of the bandits.
Since they're not actually crossing the wood bridge, that leads me to believe maybe it is a trap.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. My gut feeling says the bridge is compromised in some way or form, possibly with somebody in the water.
If we decide to attack them, then we can attack from one side of the river while they're on the other side.
True.
And if we do that, we'll find out very quickly if the bridge is rickety or not, or if it's rigged or not.
Very.
Now, here's the other question. Do any of you want to try and solve this problem diplomatically?
We should always try diplomatically first.
This is true,
I agree.
but I don't think we'll be able to get in there to talk to whoever's in charge.
Without a fight.
Diplomatically.
Iori, Yule, have either of you dealt with the 7 Rings of Heaven before? Do you know what they seek to do normally? Or why they might be taking over this village?
You can roll society to see if you know.
Alright, I'm going to.
Wow, okay.
I am not living in a society. I am living in the fucking woods.
Yule, you not heard much about them, but you do recall on your way out from the city hearing some stray rumors that apparently the seven Rings of Heaven are a bandit group that just came to prominence within the past few months. So they seem to be a relatively new outfit. And primarily they seem to be keeping to the southeastern parts of Chuye, basically around Kirahata. So they're not a very world-spanning organization.
Well, if this is the Seven Rings, they're a small-time group at this rate, but still, I said we exercise caution. I don't know how back they are, but I know they're not widespread.
Did we only see the one patrol, or did we see multiple groups patrolling?
No, you only saw one group patrolling, because the rest that you saw were outside working on the wall.
Alright. I will say this then. No matter... I think that we should try and treat with either the patrol group or try and approach the gates. But no matter what we do, we cannot let them lead us inside. We can't let ourselves be surrounded, basically.
Sensible.
If it does come to that, if they demand that we, come inside and meet their leader or whatever, we should just either vacate the premises or begin fighting them on the spot. That is just my assessment of the situation, though. Yeah.
It's a very valid one, and I think it might be something worth considering in this case.
So what will the party do?
Oh, I say we head into the town, see if we can't talk with those guards.
I suppose my question is, what are we hoping to accomplish here?
We're trying to rescue the mayor, right?
Yeah.
Among other things, yes.
So, to remind, the peasant had said that the Seven Rings have taken over the town, and they believe that the mayor is being held hostage in his home. And so she left asking for help to get the governor to send people to liberate the village from the bandits. So that's what she wants. It's up to you what you guys do.
Just really quickly, we don't see any of the villagers in the village.
From what you can assume, it looks like the villagers are likely holed up in their homes. It is still early in the day, and since it's a fishing village, either they're out on boats or they are being held until the bandits let them leave to do their labors. You didn't see them out in the streets, however.
Sure. Whatever we do next, I would like, and I'm just going to speak as Saadi here. I would like to hang back. I am not good fighting up close.
Also, to answer your question, Grumpy, it is Fire Day, 5th of Shaldo.
It's Friday, mother truckers. I guess we shall begin then.
Alright, so just to make sure I understand, the party wants to go in and engage the patrol and speak with them, correct?
We're wasting time. I'm going to head to the inn and get a mug of ale.
Well, it just so happens that the inn is the mayor's house, basically, in this case. So basically, what you're saying is, let's just go straight through them, which I approve of.
I'm thirsty.
If all the bandits are dead, we'll probably be able to. The villagers will probably be so grateful to give us free drinks.
Indeed. So let's treat with these bandits with our blades.
But we lose a potential ally in the bandits if we kill them.
True.
So
let's
don't aim
talk
to
with
kill.
them. That's true. Well, let's just talk.
Let's talk with them and then kill them if we have to.
Exactly.
If we have to.
Okay.
So we're going to just go straight, beeline, walk to them, say, hey! We would like to talk to your leader.
Okay, so I've already moved your token to the map, so let's go back to that map.
Where
All
are
right.
we? Oh, down here.
I moved you guys down here because that's closest to where you came in. And at this point, the bandits were coming down southway towards the bridge. So, you're going to engage them openly?
I mean, technically, we can just head straight towards the mayor's house. We can just ignore them.
It's up to you.
Saadi's actually just going to hang back from the group. Maybe about 30 or 40 feet or so.
Yarra?
Iori is at least going to take the chance to, actually talk with anyone who approaches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm fair with that assessment.
All right.
Give them a rope.
And also,
let them.
Can I just say that Saadi's just trying to, if not, be a little bit stealthy, just a little bit like Iori was in our last session.
Okay, so you're basically you are attempting to remain unseen or at least not noticed. Okay. How are you doing so?
Well, I guess there's not really much cover around here, is there? She'll just hide behind this little cart.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a stealth check, if you please.
I think.
Do you want to reroll that?
Let's see. What did I roll?
That one. That would be a critical failure.
I think it would be funnier if I don't reroll that, so I won't.
Okay. So as the group comes into view, they spot you some short distance away, and the bandits immediately call out, "Oi! What brings you out here to our village?"
I'm
you see
thirsty.
Okay, and once you say that, the two in the lead draw what appears to be small knives, and they say, "Well, you came to the wrong place. This is a fishing village. It's not a town. We do not have a formal tavern. Away with you."
That is not very hospitable.
Oh no.
Saadi just very obviously and conspicuously peeks her head out, way out, just trying to see what's happening.
And the one in the rear points at you, Saadi, and says, "And don't think I didn't notice you hiding behind that cart. Your shadow was poking out for this entire time." And you look down and see that indeed the light of the sun casts your shadow way out.
Saadi just like rather embarrassed. She just ducks behind the cart again.
Well, anyway, we were sent here by a distressed villager,
Do you have to be so honest?
and maybe we could talk to your boss to maybe clear some stuff up.
Iori like immediately rolls her eyes, and I was like, "Well, way to play our entire hand immediately." But
I'm sorry.
So,
I'll shut up
Concerned-
next time.
a concerned villager? What's the concern exactly?
She seemed to be under the impression that you are keeping the mayor in his home.
We are merely keeping him company as guards. There's nothing to worry about.
Then you would not mind if I spoke with him. I am an emissary of House Thul from Korvosa.
Go ahead and give me either a society or a diplomacy check. Wait, is it diplomacy in Pathfinder or is it persuasion? I keep forgetting.
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy then. Is anyone providing assistance?
Oh, I am re-rolling that.
Oh my
Not
god.
me.
What is with your rolls?
I don't know.
I'll give it a shot to add.
Out
Okay.
of embarrassment, Saadi just like leaves her hiding, quote unquote, place.
Okay. And the group, the trio, talk amongst each other, and after a time, they nod and they say, "All right, actual emissaries then. I suppose we can have you meet our lord. They're currently assisting the mayor inside of his home. Come with me, and we'll lead you to him."
Thank you.
Really quickly, before they actually approach us, while they're still discussing that amongst themselves, Saadi says, "Are you sure we should be doing this? Because if they are bandits, then we are being led straight into a trap."
Tight spaces are nice.
Smaller field
that-
of fire
It's not good for
on
me.
both sides.
Drin and I will take point.
We will.
Yes. She levels a glare slightly up at Drin. Yes, we will take point.
Drin tilts his head and says, "As you wish."
Saadi just hangs her head resignedly.
Iori, and Saadi, I think you two should hang back behind us in case anything goes awry, so that way you guys can see it potentially before us.
Run away immediately, understood.
Okay.
Now, Saadi I should mention, Saadi says that under her breath and in a language that almost certainly none of you understand. Hadiran.
Yeah, nope, don't know that one.
Iori takes her spot in the back, even though certainly not looking particularly threatening to anyone, having no visible weaponry, and also having the posture of somebody unfamiliar with combat.
Drunken mug style. I like.
So, once the conversation, by the time you have your discussion on tactics is over, this is when the band trio are finally done with their talking, and they say, "All right, we would be glad to receive a personage of distant Korvosa. Come with us, and you can be introduced to our lord." And with that, they motion that the two in the front will lead. The one in the rear will follow up behind you, basically sandwiching you between them.
Mhm.
And let me just... They guide you across the bridge. So you can go ahead and follow if you wish.
Now
Yep.
I have to shrink the map.
Yeah, sorry. Like,
It's fine.
alright, and eventually they take you to this door. I accidentally grabbed one of your tokens, but the dog immediately looks up and hops up off of its little pouch as you perch. And as you get closer, you see that the dogs are given like small little blankets with like dog bowls in front of them, and they immediately get up and start barking. They don't seem very ferocious, so it seems they were recruited just to be watchdogs rather than attack dogs. And the bandits in the lead whisper something. You can roll no, there's no need to roll. They're not making an effort to hide it. Anyone that understands Tien knows that it's like the Tien word for down boy. Basically just a command to get the dogs to stop barking, and the dog immediately silences up.
Isn't that something that we can all speak? Because Tien is just sort of like the local language, the common of this land.
Yeah.
That is correct. So all of you understand that. So after that, the one that was the two in the lead open up the gate and tell you, "All right, just go on inside. Our lord should be with the mayor."
Saadi doesn't say anything. She just sort of takes a deep breath and looks at Yarra. And the look in her face sort of says, "Don't fuck this up."
Oh yeah.
Yara bows her head. My thanks to you. And then walks in.
Yeah. All right. Let me just.
Saadi bows her head politely as well.
Iori gives a very like traditional and formal bow to the guards as they move forward.
Okay.
As I walk past, there's a very deep, low sound.
Yule actually dismounts his wolf to walk beside the wolf, going inside because it's kind of rude to ride your horse inside, even if it is a wolf.
Okay. And as the party walks inside, the door is not locked, and you simply walk in. And let me just put you down. Yeah. There you
Now
go.
I can go in. Yay. Okay.
Yep. So, you go inside, and you find what appears to be a small little humble room. At least humble for a fishing village. However, what is strange is that despite the seeming like mundane, almost drab atmosphere, you see that across the walls are like statuettes made of gold, scrimshaw, and various other things, and like rare jewels and other objects lying on shelves. Seated at a table, you see what appears to be a Nephilim, who is currently just dark-skinned Nephilim, who is quietly blowing into a cup of tea. And the Nephilim looks up at your group and says, "Oh, greetings! It is good to see new people in this village. What brings you to my village, to Minakami Ongaku-Mura?"
We.
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, okay, first things first, as Iori like enters the room, probably closes the door, first thing checking, has anybody put their shoes in the shoe rack?
Yule actually doesn't have proper shoes. He just has feet guards, so he doesn't have anything to remove.
Well, she's
Yeah.
not really checking the team so much as she's checking like if any of the NPC types have.
That's
You
fair.
you only see one NPC type in the room, and that is the gentleman who is seated behind the table, and his shoes are indeed removed. And you see that he's wearing a fine silvery white kimono, and his hair is tied back in a neat neat locks that are tied back with a blue string.
Iori, being a native of the land, also goes through the necessary etiquette of removing her own shoes, placing them, bowing formally, and then kind of approaching with the others. Definitely kind of in a basically a game of etiquette chicken with the people who are on hand to see what you can glean from them.
Yule looks back to see her doing that, like, looks at his feet. Damn it, I'm wearing my riding shoes again. They're not actually shoes.
Saadi follows Iori's lead. She's trying to be polite in this land, and so she just needs someone to whose cues she can just follow like that.
Okay.
Yarra doesn't wear shoes, so...
Anybody participating in the ritual can roll either a relevant lore, or society, or diplomacy.
Drin didn't even notice that anybody took their shoes off.
Yarra
Okay, you both
wear
succeeded.
them,
So you see that the person behind the table seems to nod in approval and bows, giving you appropriate respects. Since you're a native, anybody who's a native, basically Iori and Yule, I can tell that based on the Nephilim's posture, that he's giving a greeting that is. It's common for a superior to someone who's a social lesser. So if they seem to be someone of import. In either case, the person raises his head and says, "I am pleased to see that such polite visitors have come. But I should introduce myself. I am Mayor Ong Byung Chul." And the name should appear so that everybody can see.
Yeah.
But you may just call me Mayor Ong.
Greetings, Mayor Ong. I am Yarra Shadowtide of House Thul from Corvosa.
Ah. A foreigner, then?
Yes.
What gave it away?
Saadi steps up. Saadi steps up next. Has the conversation died down enough that she feels like she can enter it?
Sure.
She just introduces herself as Saadi Al-Kathiri bin Fadlan, noble of Qadira.
And the rest of you?
Iori gives a deeper bow than the mayor does, keeping with the social structure, and introduces herself as Iori of Chuye. She specifically doesn't list like a family or house name, depicting that she is of a one of the lower social castes, but says that she is a trying to think the word here, like guide, I guess, interpreter.
Mm-hmm.
Yule bows just as deeply. I'm Rider Yule of Brittle Ridge of Cowling, and this is my ride.
Really quickly, I'm gonna disappear for a little bit. I gotta take care of my cat. I'll be back.
No worries.
Back.
Okay.
And just, I said that, and this is my rhyme. He indicates the wolf, who actually does a very decent bowing gesture for a wolf.
Okay. And finally, Ong looks towards Drin.
Grumpy?
I'm here.
Do you introduce yourself, or do you just stare when he stares at you?
I don't stare at him. I watch my charge.
This is my bodyguard, Drin. Bromson.
Of course. But in either case, what brings you to my village?
We encountered a villager who was found in Kirahata saying that you were a prisoner. Merong.
The mayor gives you a long stare. Someone left the town to say that then. Well, it is true. The Seven Rings of Heaven came in and took over the town and have kept me here for the past few weeks, I believe it's been. I lost track of time without being able to see the sun. Ah, me. But in either case, I had no fear because I knew that heaven would send the champions to assist me in my hour of need. So, what is it that you wish then?
I want to see if can I try to think of the right word here. It's sense of motive.
That would be
Right.
perception.
Right. I want to see if he's actually being level with us or if he's being deceptive to us. Because
Yeah, you can do that. Go for it. Okay, let me just.
you'll tilt his head and just as he closes his eyes, he's listening, just thinking, listening, perceiving. Is there honesty to his words, or is he spinning spider's silk?
Can I ask something?
Yes, you may.
After you're done with Yule's perception check.
Okay, so, you get the feeling that he is telling the truth, but he's being kind of cagey about something. You're not certain what, though. Now, what were you going to say, Saadi?
Okay, so I was just going to ask, did he say that he was part of the group, the Seven Steps to Heaven?
He
Or
did not.
Seven Rings to Heaven?
No, he did not say he was part of that group. He just said they came in, they took over the town, and kept them here.
So you are
Saadi's gonna
not
ask
part of the Seven Rings, then?
Of course not. I serve heaven, and with heaven's auspice, I serve Chuye and the Oni Lords as the mayor of this town.
Can I ask then, what were the Seven Rings of Heaven doing here? Did they steal from this town?
Well, truth be told, since they kept me in here, I couldn't see much of what they did outside. I know that they plan to likely take my treasures away as soon as they are tired of me and leave. But I haven't heard any screaming, if that helps. So I assume they haven't been violent.
Do you need someone to take care of them?
Now, before I answer that, what do you precisely mean by take care of?
Yarra's gonna
Well-
look from where she's sitting around the room at the treasures.
Okay. Go ahead. What are you looking for precisely?
Trying to figure out why the mayor of such a small fishing village has treasures.
Okay, you can give me a perception check.
Okay, let me reroll that.
Okay.
Well,
it does strike you as odd because this is a fishing village and everything seems that this was like more of a ramshackle hut town with like boats being the most expensive thing around. And yet the mayor has fine silk kimonos, has lots of treasures lying around the walls, jewels, and he's literally sitting there yet drinking tea from a really fancy porcelain cup.
it does not smell like fish.
Yeah.
And that is correct. It does not smell like fish in here.
Meong.
Can I
Yes.
make the obvious joke here, just like out of character?
Yeah, go
Please.
ahead.
Go for it.
Something's fishy here.
You know, I don't know what I expected, but I should have expected that one. But
Thank you.
So, Saadi,
Okay.
Saadi, what were you gonna say?
No, that was it.
Okay. So I think it was. Go
yeah,
ahead.
It was me.
Mhm.
If I may, how did you come by these treasures for such a small fishing village?
Oh, all of these. All of these treasures have lots of stories behind them. For instance, this porcelain cup I won in a game of cards in Kirahata. I was invited to one of the finest gambling parlors in town, and I won. The statuette behind me, the one of the koi fish leaping out of a pond, that one was also won in gambling. And
Uh,
that statue
really quick,
over there to my left. Oh, yes.
can we all just like roll a perception check to see if he's bullshitting us? Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody who wishes to may roll.
Do you want to re-roll
Saadi
that?
sees nothing. I'll see how everyone else does first.
Mine was a
Well,
19.
Anyone else?
Okay.
Oh, is there not like insight in this game?
No, that's
Perception.
handled with perception.
Okay.
Poor Drin.
I'm actually going to. Yeah, I'm re-rolling. And, yep, slightly better. Good.
Okay.
Saadi thinks that this guy is completely on the level.
Uh,
So does Drin.
None of you have any particular insights into this. He seems sincere. He seems to be completely being on a level about where he got his stuff. And while you were looking around, observing him, he told 2 more stories. Basically, the running theme is that either the treasures were gifts, gifts from the Oni lords, specifically from Governor Tamami, or were won in games of chance in Kirahata. Specifically, in other words, it seems like he has earned nothing in this room.
So a man who believes in heaven and in luck.
Saadi's actually going to ask him something. I'm new to this land. May I ask, when you were describing the Order of the Heavens, what did you mean exactly?
Well, precisely that. All Nephilim come from heaven. Angels, angels bred with humans, or in my case, a human. Sometimes elves, sometimes catfolk, whatever. But in my case, an angel came and mated with a human. I was born, and because I was blessed by the heavens, I have been given a prestigious position as mayor of this town.
Yarra might know something actually more about Nephilim. Especially.
Like
no, I'm saying because.
Her mom's.
One. Yeah.
Doesn't Savat fall under the Nephilim as well?
Correct.
Yes.
So, moms. Both of them.
Yeah.
And Saadi's just like writing this stuff down in her notebook. She gives the mayor an appreciative nod.
Yep. Specifically, what you know, given your background, you two, is that Nephilim either come from devils or angels. But the important part is that they come from the outer spheres.
Yep. So you think it is your divine right to govern?
I'm sorry.
I was just saying that. Quick question. So, Iori had actually slipped off to the kitchen next to prepare tea for the group. Is there anything worth noting in the kitchen before she gets back?
Yes. You see that the kitchen, besides having a selection of fine tea leaves from all across Chuye, as well as Tianxia in general, you also see that there are fancy knives with pearl handles. Basically, this is definitely like a rich person's kitchen. Fancy foods, no poisons, nothing strange and untowards. It's just a very expensive kitchen with very expensive ingredients.
It's okay. I brought my own poison. But she does prepare tea for the table, and then kind of rejoins the group, putting kind of cups where need be.
Okay. Give me a crafting check just to see how good the tea is.
Oh
It's a
god!
low difficulty though, thankfully.
Crit.
Oh, okay, so
Oh my.
that's very good tea.
That man ain't gonna see this poison coming.
No, so you were just brewing tea, nothing added to it, right?
No. No. This is purely
Ceremonial.
Okay.
yeah.
And once you
She is definitely going through the required ceremony of it.
Mhm. And when you go through the ceremony, the tea ceremony, Ong picks up his teacup and takes a sip. And after a sip, his eyes go wide, and he holds up a hand as if silencing all other conversation, like it no longer matters. And he looks directly at Iori and says, "This is the third best tea I've had in my life. This is wonderful. maybe fourth, but it's up there. But this, you know, I the seven rings of heaven were going to ask me, at risk of my life, to tell you to go into that room over here." And he points off to this room. Don't go into that room, because if you do, it would send you outside into the middle of a trap. You know?
No.
Good to know. Question:
Yes.
Where's the leader? Where's the leader hiding? Is he down in the trap hole?
Oh, yes. Down in the trap hole. You know what? Kill him. I don't care anymore. This is good tea.
All right.
Yep.
Before we untangle that, I do need to grab my laundry. I'll be right back. So can we take 5?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Certainly.
let's take 5, guys.
Great.
Yeah, so let's enjoy this tea before we go to battle.
Yeah.
I love that Carvash, and like I think everybody was immediately suspicious of this guy.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can't imagine why.
Drin was clueless.
Yeah.
Saadi thought that he was entirely on the level. He was like earnestly writing all this stuff down.
I
Honestly,
mean, he didn't
Drin's
really lie to us. He just
stretched the truth.
yeah.
Well, and
Yeah,
here's
He
well.
just pushed it in his. He put.
I
he put
rolled
it in a
I
way
rolled a
that
7.
benefited
It doesn't
him.
matter.
True.
Well, and here's the other thing. Drin is keeping an eye on Yarra. Ah, crap. I thought I ran it. Of course
Yep.
not.
All right, I will be right back.
Yeah, roll the
Yeah.
fold laundry.
Roll.
I love when I create a character that is so sus that everybody immediately is like, nah, I don't like this character.
Fiona,
Yeah?
you gotta remember, you traumatized me so bad with fucking doppelgangers that frickin'
Look, this
Saoirse's
is-
auto roll is it a doppelganger? Okay, headshot, bang!
Like, look, a doppelganger, like, puts you in a German suplex once, and you suspect everything. Like, all it took was one.
And here's the thing, every time I was right.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And I headshot them.
It's like, what? You're a doppelganger? Bang. But yeah, I'll be right back in a quick restroom break since we're taking 5.
I will refill my water as well. I'll be back.
Oh yeah, I need a soda.
Probably should stop drinking caffeine after a certain time. He didn't hear me.
Oh boy, I'm back. Oh, Carve, yeah. She made Krampus into our first monster of the week boss.
Naughty,
And we ended up
I'm sorry.
No, not that kind of Krampus, more the literal monstrous demon beast Krampus.
Blasty, we need to watch Grimm for you to understand why I said naughty.
Oh, okay. No, I think I get the reference, but yes.
You've been naughty. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, it did take us a while to realize it was Krampus. You were such a good storyteller about it.
Grumpy and I and my mum, we love Grimm. One, because it takes place here in Oregon. Two, it's actually a really good story up until this final season.
And back.
Look,
Yep.
Vic.
But yes, very much.
There we go. I posted a GIF.
Yeah.
Let me take a look.
We were talking about Krampus, so I posted a GIF of
I
him.
remember that movie.
This one's actually from the TV show Grimm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that thing is mild compared to the giant demon beast that we ended up ripping the heart out of.
But this one, I actually feel bad for the human that turns into that, because 360-ish days of the year, he's normal, he's fine. And then a few days around Yule, he's kind of just like, yeah.
He disciplines the naughty ones.
He
eats them.
Yeah, he eats them. He eats the naughty kids. Welcome.
All right.
Okay.
And
I'm
now
back.
we're back. Everybody's back?
I'm back.
All right. Let us return.
Okay. So, since we have returned, then let's see. Picking back up where we left off, he said, "Yeah, you can go downstairs and kill them. I don't care."
Saadi really perks up at that. She just sort of narrows her eyes at Mayor Ong. She doesn't say anything hostile to him, though. She just asks, may I ask how long have you been working with those bandits intentionally? Or have you been forced to work alongside them?
Oh, I had to work with them. It was the worst thing ever. They came in and they immediately slew my staff, and once they slayed my staff, I asked them what they wanted. They said they wanted to use the town, and that specifically they wanted to make use of the basement, and I was forced to allow them to. But again, I wasn't worried because heaven is always defended. And you're here now, so clearly I was right.
He's a man who looks out for himself.
Can I ask you, sir, do you know what the bandits are armed with? What we can expect from inside of the basement? And also, if there are any ways for us to ambush them in turn? Any specifics would be
Do we have
greatly
any
appreciated,
smoke bombs?
I have smoke bombs.
Now then.
Well, I know what tactic
yeah.
my mothers would use.
Well,
Smoke them out.
Let me see what they were armed with. What were they armed with? Weapons. I remember weapons.
But do you remember what type?
Dangerous ones. I heard digging.
they
Or
probably
was
have
that
shovels.
banging?
Could
Or
be
hammers.
Shovels. You say shovel, and Yule just like pulls out his shovel mace.
Another question, sir, if I may ask.
Of course.
What the dogs outside are they yours?
Yes, they are actually.
All right, so
And
spare them. The guards who escorted us into the building. There were 3 of them. Are they on your side, or will they need to be disposed of as well?
I don't know. I
Were
guess.
they're not locals. They were with the bandits. Is what we're asking.
I guess.
You haven't been paying too close attention to the situation, have you? Or you've
Not
been relying on heaven to provide.
so far. It has. I haven't.
It has indeed.
I've managed to keep bathe. My clothes are nice and tight. My treasures are here in resplendent order, and the food has always been good. Heaven provides.
Like,
Yule just shakes his head.
Though you did bring up something. I hope the town's okay.
I've got a
I'm sure it
question.
is, because heaven would provide. If they died, then clearly heaven didn't wish them to live.
Yara's eye twitches, but she says nothing. Let's just get to the basement.
True.
Toodaloo. Oh, to answer your earlier question, earlier I said not to open the door. If you had walked inside, besides being sent away, it would have sent an alarm downstairs. So, as long as you don't open that door, then they... Unless you are unlucky enough to catch them when they're not busy with whatever they're doing down there, then you could sneak up on them.
Yara
That should help.
puts her
And
ear
he
to the
seems
floor.
And he seems very, very proud of himself.
Yara's gonna put her ear to the floor near the trapdoor.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Oh, heck no, I'm re-rolling that.
Okay.
Oh, for the love of...
You don't hear anything untoward or strange.
Yule walks over and leans in.
What?
And his luck is no better. This floor is thick.
Damn, that floor. I'm sorry.
Thank you. That's where I was going with it.
Yeah, like the joke was there.
Well, if they can't hear us, we can't hear them. They probably can't hear us.
Well then,
Let us go.
Drin, can you help me with the door?
If that's what you wish.
Please.
What do you want me to do to it?
Open
Open
it?
it or destroy it?
Open. You are not your
Drin?
father.
I feel like it today.
Oh no.
Oh. Yule.
Very well. Endrin tries to open the door.
Okay. The door opens without much problem.
Well then, let's be on our way.
Okay.
Now, is it like steps or is it a ladder?
It is a ladder that doesn't go down too far. And at the bottom of the ladder, you find a small, narrow-ish passageway, like naturally dug out of the dirt. Or I shouldn't say naturally, but like dug through natural earth and stone. It's like it's but treated on the wall so that way it's like not quite a mine, but like a panic room kind of deal.
Mhm.
And eventually it opens up into a wide passageway. Is the party attempting to get through stealthily?
We wish to surprise them. Yes, we're trying to be quiet.
Alright, so there's no need to roll your stealth yet, because let me take you
Guys,
to that.
really quickly, I didn't realize it, but I was actually accidentally muted back there.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, what were
I'm
you going to
sorry,
say?
what were you trying to say?
I was trying to actually. I was mostly like yelling. I was actually trying to have it so that Saadi would, instead of going through the basement, just like peek through to see if she could hear it any better by just cracking the door open instead of
Oh.
trying to. Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead and give us a perception check then.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
It happens.
Yeah.
Alright, you don't hear anything even with the door cracked open.
Gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
No,
Saadi's
All
going
good.
to stay. Saadi's going to stay upstairs for now.
Or at the back of the group, at
No,
least.
no, no. Well, you said that there was like a narrow passage that leads here.
Yeah.
yes.
All right. How far is the passage from the actual uh basement ladder?
Far enough away that you wouldn't see it if you decide to remain behind.
Okay, gotcha. Then she will just fall into the back of the group.
Okay, so go ahead and position yourselves where you would be in the group. And once you get there, you see the scene before you, a large open area with like, actually I have a description written up, so let me read this. Here it is. It looks to be a wide open area with several boxes and crates in baskets arranged next to where you see people standing. There are three groups that are three humans that are currently sifting through items in those baskets and crates, and one at the far end who is currently sifting through boxes of their own. Since you guys were attempting stealth, you can roll initiative using your stealth or your perception,
Sweet.
and they will roll. They only can roll with their perception. So I will roll that soon.
Nice. I am going to burn a point to reroll.
Oh, and by the way, everybody, please regain a hero point.
And it gets burnt.
And don't forget to click your token
Oh,
too,
for
so that
frick's sake.
No, that's better. That leaves me at 3 hero points.
yeah, don't forget to click your token and press the initiative button at the top of your sheet so it gets added.
Yep, give me a second.
Yeah. So, did everybody roll?
Much
Yep.
better.
Yep.
All right, so
I rolled stealth. Actually, wait, hold on.
yeah, what did you roll? What did you? Go ahead.
Do I have to roll a different one for initiative? Like,
Okay, so you
go
go over to the perception tab there. There's a little drop-down menu where it says perception. Initially, you can switch it to stealth and then hit the initiative button.
I did in fact do that, but
you have to click your token as well.
Is it possible that I could just like keep my old roll?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just tell me what your roll was.
It was 24.
All right, 24.
Or rather, it was 17 plus 7.
I mean, 24. All right. So, Iori, what did you get?
I rolled an 18. I was just doing a test because I didn't realize I could change what my initiative stat was rolling with.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that either.
No,
yeah,
it's okay.
It's one of those cool little features.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's going to take us here, and let me just Turn that off, and
Alright, I'm gonna have myself like that.
let's go with. We'll go with that. I'll get music once rolls are made. Once combat begins. But first of all, I would like everybody. What is your? Everybody, please roll perception, if you please.
Perception. Yes.
Middling.
Nice.
Didn't actually see stuff this time.
Drin and Iori are tied. No,
Okay.
we're not.
No.
Well, the important part is, since some of you have rolled high enough, you do see that.
Ah.
Yule
And you
quietly
pointed out.
says,
Oh.
that is what? What's the scale here again?
Every square is 5 feet.
Alright. 10 feet ahead of you, Drin. There's a pit. Do you see that?
I see it.
Right. Go wide of that.
Okay. So,
I forgot. I actually have that.
have what?
Nice.
I just.
Oh,
posted
nice.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So Saadi, you are up first. What do you do? We are in initiative, so. Mhm.
Saadi's for now. She's actually just going to step up here, hang back. She's going to ready an attack. If any, as soon as basically as soon as everyone else starts attacking, she is going to attack something.
Okay. Would you like to deploy your deployable cover?
Yes, absolutely. I
Okay.
also forgot to add that to my inventory. Wait. There we go. Give me just a second to add that.
Deployable cover. Hell yeah.
There we go.
Okay. And let me see. You know, for the purpose of this, I'm just going to use this as a deployable cover. I just need to make it smaller. So, boom. All right, so there we go. There's your deployable cover.
It's a bush.
Yeah. It was the first thing I had. Anyway, so and you ready in action that as soon as action pops off, you'll fire. Okay.
Pretty much, yep.
Yarra, you're up.
Yeah. I am going to. Let's see. I can go how far? 25.
Yeah, with every action.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go here. Okay.
Carbosh, that was a terrible joke, by the way. I love it though.
Right there.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So your first action is to get behind the rock. You have 2 actions remaining.
Uh-huh. Let me check something.
And just as a reminder, if you'd like this, I do have an actions cheat sheet that is available if you want to see what other things you can do.
There's a version in the journal, and there was one pinned in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to ready my axe and my frying pan, and then call it good.
Okay. Are you raging or no?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. So you're raging. Check rage to make sure that you don't have to do damage every turn or whatever.
I don't think I do.
Okay, just making sure. Iori, you're up.
But I
Do you
gain.
know off the top of your head how far I can toss something like a bomb?
30 feet.
Well, you can toss it up to 30 feet without penalties, and you can go beyond that at an increasing penalty. I believe that the max you can go is like 3 times at a massive penalty, but I'd have to check. So, P2E ranges. But yeah.
Okay, so to give the group a little bit of coverage movement-wise, Iori is going to slip basically like right to the edge of the mouth of the cave, and I'm going to toss a thunderstone.
Oh, what?
Thunderstone. It's one of the alchemy bombs.
Ooh.
I never used them.
Ah, so she goes Avatar state. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the thing you do to draw like a range indicator?
You
Circle.
see on your left, far left panel
left-
of your screen, second from the bottom, is a little ruler.
Aha!
That way you can measure how far.
And then you can also do a
Path.
cone or a circle for
Yep.
ranges.
Got it. So she's not aiming to have it be on any particular person, but basically just trying to make it as a distraction for the other party members to move.
Okay.
The physical description for what hers specifically look like is that it is a stone that has like a paper talisman with some like Tianchi writing on it that upon making contact with the surface just like erupts in the loudest fucking noise you've heard in your life.
1 second.
What's the range on that? Like the area effect?
The range for taking damage from it is only
I think 5,
each creature within 10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'd be here.
Yeah, like I said, the goal is not really to deal damage with it so much as to get the enemy's attention looking somewhere away from the group.
Yep.
Okay. So you toss it, and as soon as it crashes to the ground, a thunderous boom explodes out and snaps everyone's attention. And once that happens, they look around. They quickly take stock. They see the group that are out in the open, but not Yarra, who's behind cover currently. You have... Yes, go ahead.
Can Saadi use this now that the flashbang has gone off? Can she attack someone?
You may, but let me just describe this real quick. So that's your first action. You're going to have 2 other actions. But go ahead and make your shot. Who are you firing at?
Oh, sorry.
Let's see, who do I have a clear line of sight to? Yeah, just the one that's over here.
Which one? Okay, that one.
Yep.
Yeah, because what's the range on your weapon?
90 feet.
Oh, wow.
So you could, in theory, shoot straight across the lady there.
Yeah, I prefer her alive, though.
Right.
This is probably going to kill whoever it attacks.
Alright.
Now, really quickly, I can't find electric ammunition on this list.
What kind of ammunition did you make?
Electric. It would have been elemental ammunition.
Okay, elemental
under
ammunition.
Yeah, and I can't find that under when I look it up.
Okay, what that means is that when activated, the reservoir of alchemical, it deals persistent electric damage as well as splash damage. So basically, if you hit, it'll do 1 electric splash damage, and it'll do a dot of 1 lightning damage. So are you firing your electric bullet then?
Yeah, and I guess I really don't want it to go to waste, so I guess I will attack the lady. This one up here.
Okay, you can make your roll.
Will do. Give me just 1 second.
For reference...
And it's also going to be using... Let's see, if it hits, it should be 1 shot, 1 kill. So an extra d6. If it hits.
Okay.
Do I just click on my weapon?
Yes, the number 1 button.
Do you want to reroll that?
I do. I do want to reroll that. Down to 2. Okay, that's better.
Okay, 17. That will hit. So that's going to be 6 points of damage. Go ahead and roll. You have an additional 2 damage, so it rolled it up there.
Gotcha.
So that'll be 8 damage. There's nobody around him, so around that lady, so she's not taking any. There's no splash damage, but she also has a lightning proc on her. That is going to be 6, 7, 8 damage. Okay.
Not bad for your first shot.
All right, 8 damage. And now, Iori, you can take the rest of your turn.
Okay, and you said there is a thing that has other actions I can take. Actions cheat sheet. There we go. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh.
By the way, Drin, you're going to be up next, so start thinking about what you're going to do.
I am going to say that the... sorry. That the rest of the... she's going to... just take cover, I suppose. Because she's moved, she moved more than 5 feet, made an attack action, so I guess for the remaining action I have, I guess I will take cover.
Okay, so you'll take cover. So you're going to have minor defense against range attacks, and I will represent that with a. Is there? I thought there was a shield icon. That's close enough. Oh, there you go. Boom. All right, Dren, you're up.
Drin's gonna move up to there. Come on, Drin.
You have to switch to the selector.
Yeah, you're on
Left-hand
the ruler function. The top button on the left side. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's one action.
Gonna drag out my shield and my sword and start pounding on the shield with the sword and yelling in a very deep baritone voice.
Intimidation.
Who's ready to die?
Okay.
Get
And
pounding, Joker.
So you're making a intimidation check?
Trying to. I'm not very good at it.
Well, I mean, hey, let's see how it goes. Go ahead and give me a intimidation check.
Wait, how do you have a -1?
I don't know.
No charisma.
Low charisma, and you're probably not trained in it.
Yep.
Anyway, it was a 12.
12. I guess you're going for the nearest one.
Yep.
Okay, let me look at their stats real quick. 12 is going to be enough to make them frightened 1.
Ah.
No, Fee.
Yeah.
How does he have a negative to it?
If you're not skilled, and you have negative charisma, that would be a -1.
I've got
Okay.
a negative on my charisma.
Like,
Right. You're right.
Drin it has no proficiency, so all Drin can work with is the skill attribute.
Yep.
So you have so you have less than 10 charisma.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to being a dwarf. But okay, so that was 2 actions. You have one other. Actually, you pulled out your weapon, so there you go. That's it. All right, so it's the goon's turn. Let's see. So the one goon that is close to Drin is the one that is afraid of Drin is going to go out of their way to avoid Drin
Yeah.
and is going to stand here.
Oh, someone
So
shove him
that's
in the
2
pit.
actions. And then he is going to attempt to throw a dagger at the nearest person. This is going to be targeting. This is going to target Iori. Your armor class is raised by 2 because you took cover. So I think a 14 is going to miss.
Yeah, even if I wasn't in cover, it wouldn't hit.
Okay. The others. Let's see. Gonna move here. And this last one is going to go into Drin. So, first they're going to attempt to scare Iori and Drin. So I'm going to make a... what's your will save? Just a modifier.
Trying to find it.
It's straight in the middle, sir.
6.
Okay.
E6 is what it says.
Okay, so that's not going to be enough to scare you. And that's not enough to scare Iori. So with their final action, they're going to attempt to swing their commas at you. So first one against Drin. 22. I believe that will hit for 5 damage. As the comma manages to scratch you across your chest. And Iori...
Does my shield block happen?
Oh, yes, you do have that reaction. So do you wish to take that reaction?
How do I do that?
You just...
It reduces the
Right.
damage.
Go ahead.
I was saying it reduces the damage by your shield's hardness.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what kind of shield do you have?
Steel.
All right, steel. And what is steel shield hardness?
2?
It looks like 5. So your shield manages to shake off the entire blow.
Okay.
And
Nice.
is your armor class higher than 17,
Yes.
Iori?
No.
Even with the +2?
Oh, with the +2, then yes.
Okay, then you manage to duck behind the cover, and the swing misses you. All right, Yule, you're up.
All right. Yule gives a point. I kick my wolf, giving him 2 points of action. We scoot on up. I use one of my points to designate this human here as my prey for the day. And then I have the wolf bite him. My first combat. That's
Okay, who are you going after?
this gentleman right here that I just
Okay.
rolled right up next to.
Okay, so he's prayed, and go ahead and make your roll.
I'm going to first use my wolf's ability to tear at the tendons.
Okay, so the wolf is not making an attack then, right?
Yeah, no. It is
Okay.
going for the tendons. So basically causing the creature to be penalized in its movement speed. And then I go in with my shovel
Go for it.
and smack him for 8
Nice.
damage.
All right, that is going to be 21 damage, and that's with the additional bonus from that. So that's 8 damage to which will take out that bandit.
Boink. Just shovel.
Just
Whap.
yeah, just shoveled.
And the
For
neat thing is you
chivalry.
can use it to bury him too.
Indeed.
Come here, Einstein. You're being a pill. Come here.
All right, and that's it for you.
Yep, that's all 4 actions.
Okay, so the strategist. So after being shot, the strategist is going to let me take a look. Okay, that's what he'll do. So she is going to need to get closer.
Tasery.
Alright, yeah. So the strategist will use her first action to move here, behind cover. And then she's going to shout, "How dare you attempt to harm the seven rings of heaven? You will be slain for your trouble!" And she is going to cast harm, using 2 actions so that it's a range attack. So, you need to make a fortitude save at DC 14.
Ooh.
Everybody?
Who does?
Well, no, just Brom. Drin.
Oh.
You gotta just keep at. Every time you say Rob, you gotta add son at the end.
Yeah, Bromson. Yeah, that's what I meant to do.
Brom brackets son.
Ouch.
Alright, so since you succeeded, you take half damage. So that is going to be 4 void damage as you feel your life being seeped out of you as the spell affects you.
Oh, I'm so glad I have spirit instinct.
And that's going to be it for the strategist.
Yeah.
So, Saadi, you're up again.
All right. Saadi is just before she actually does anything, she's gonna shout, "Everyone, drop your weapons and surrender." So she's going to just like actually. Can I just reorganize that? Like, do that after she shoots someone?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna shoot someone first, and then she's gonna shout that. She's going to target this one over here, the one who's frightened of Drin. And she is going to use her Giselle.
Hell yeah. Ooh.
Actually,
Wait,
wait, I just realized. I actually
Jasper, I
have to
whispered
reload
something to you.
it first.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
use an action to reload.
Yep, she uses action to reload. She shoots the guy, and then she shouts, drop your weapons and surrender.
You gotta shoot somebody now.
Yeah, that's what the roll was for.
Okay,
Oh.
so, and who are you targeting?
This one.
Okay, and is this the normal bullet or your magic?
Normal bullet.
Okay, so that's going to be 7 damage as it pierces into the bandit and immediately sends them crashing down to the ground.
Backwards or forwards?
Backwards, most likely.
You know what? Most likely backwards, but you know what? We'll roll a 1d20. If I roll 11 or higher, then they'll fall forward.
Oh, darn.
Nope.
Okay, fell backwards.
Physics be damned.
Well, if he'd fallen in the pit, we'd just have to fill in the pit and he'd be buried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my thought.
Do you have
Save
any
you
other
some time.
actions?
Well, that'd be
Saadi?
2.
No, that's it. That's her turn. That's 3 actions. Attack, reload, attack, call for
And
everyone to surrender.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy or intimidate check.
Diplomacy or intimidate. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
actually. Can I burn a hero point for that?
You may.
Okay, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Oh,
it's meant
that's
to
bad
be.
luck. All right, it's not enough. They seem to be still in it for the fight. All right, Yarra, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna whack this one.
Go for it.
Once I grab my sheet.
Oh, Jesus!
All right, that's actually going to be enough. That one is just totally cut down, cleaved in twain.
And she's gonna turn and look at this one and point her frying pan. Surrender or you're next. And
All right, go ahead and give me an intimidate check.
Oof.
you know what? She's
Critical
a
failure.
halfling. She's a halfling. She's tiny and I still have a hero point.
That's true.
Yes.
you want to use it here? Or...
God damn it.
It was not meant to be.
She
All
is
right.
a
This is
Iori, you're up.
Move, attack, activity. Yep.
How many are left?
Just
Just one.
Just her.
Iori's going to take a few steps out from behind cover and is going to make another ranged attack with the Thunderstones. So, second.
All right. So is
Yeah.
it? Yep, that'll be enough so that you take no penalty. So make your roll.
Okay.
And she didn't take cover, so she doesn't get any armor class bonuses yet.
Oh, 21 to hit.
That will hit, and that's going to be 3 damage as the Thunderstone hits. And I believe I have to make a Fortitude save, don't I?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see how this works. So,
oh
Fortitude
wait, let's
save.
wait. Is that 20 range on? No, splash is 5. Okay, never mind.
Also, I can just not have it splash.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Bomber specialist.
Which would
Okay,
have been
so-
nice last campaign.
For sure.
Well, you didn't have the bomber specialist at that time.
Yeah, we
Hold
did.
on.
Oh right.
Anyway, so that is a failure. So now she is deafened.
Ooh.
Oh, we can't ask her to surrender.
I will
You won't
say
hear.
that for like the first time upon arrival, Iori is moving with a almost like preternatural grace and confidence, and definitely like no longer pretending. It seems like there is a very slightly deeper connection to wanting to finish up here.
Ooh, I wonder why. I mean, I know why, but I wonder why.
Yeah, of course you know why.
So I think that's it for you, correct?
Yeah, that's me.
Drin, you're up.
Really quickly, I'm just gonna roll something to test something out.
Okay. That is not going to be enough. Would you like a reroll?
No, that was a. That was a.
That was your
testing this
10.
out.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, no, you're right.
I'm gonna Warhammer her.
Oh no!
Hammer time!
Whoa.
Oh, that's a critical. That is a critical.
Oh no! Don't kill her.
So the last thing you see is that the strategist looked over your shoulder for a brief moment before the warhammer came down, with like a look of rage in her eyes. But before you could determine what she was looking at, the warhammer came down and squished her, and she is down and out.
Like a tomato.
And as that happens, everything is quiet. So, you're now alone in the room. What do you do? So, to keep it organized, we're gonna stay in initiative order, but think of what you're doing across 10-minute increments. Okay. So, Yule, you're gonna be up next. So, what do you do?
Yule's gonna start by just examining the nearest body and then the pit.
Okay. So, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright. 14.
All right, 14. The nearest bodies. You do find that the nearest bodies have the goons would be the ones closest to you. You find that they have knives, dusty clothing, and a set of dice that, as you examine them, appear to be weighted. And as far as the pit, it looks to be recently dug, and seems that it was placed there as kind of a fortification.
These tell me nothing at the moment.
No, not yet. Perhaps as you examine the other bodies. Saadi, you're up. What do you do?
Well, Saadi's actually going to spend the first minute just wrapping up her deployable cover.
Okay.
Second of
So
all,
you wrap up your deployable cover, and then what?
she's going to, well, I guess she's going to check out the strategist first. She looked different than the others, right? Or did she not look distinct at all?
She did look different from the others, yes. And
Is there anything on her clothes that makes her distinguishable? Does she have fancier clothes?
she does have a kimono as opposed to everyone else having like leather armor. But before that, since Drin is closer, I'm going to ask Drin, were you going to examine the strategist?
Yes.
Okay. So as you get up, Drin had just finished examining the strategist, and what you found is that the strategist had a staff, a watertight satchel, basically like a leather satchel that is treated to be resistant to water, as well as a fancy silk fan.
Fancy silk what?
Fan.
Huh.
The silk fan looks like it could be sold for some small amount of gold.
I'm going to open up the satchel and see what's inside.
Okay. So when you check out the inside of the satchel, you see a small pouch of coins, which a quick examination shows to be 12 gold and 20 silver coins. I'll put that here.
Do we want to do what we did with last campaign and whatever remainder gold goes to a party fund?
Yes. I can create a handout for that.
Okay.
Real quick.
That sounds good.
Because
Yep.
it would be
party fund.
two gold each, with 2 going to the party fund.
Okay, and
the party fund is for like in rents and stuff.
Basically major purchases for the party. Like anything you don't keep for yourself will be stored there so that you have extra supplies. But okay. So, Saadi,
Saadi's specifically going to look at the kimono, see if there's any distinguishing marks, anything that she can learn, about her heritage from that. Can I roll heraldry for that?
Yes, you may.
All right.
15, that's going to be enough. Although you don't notice, since you're not from here, you don't notice anything, but you do find particular marks that you do remember seeing on some of the other bandits, like on tattoos, except this was sewn into the fabric of the clothing. And you now are aware of the symbolage of the 7 Rings of Heaven bandits. So basically, if you see an NPC that has it, I will tell you so that you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can you just describe that to me? Is it literally just like 7 concentric rings?
It is, yes, except it is 7 concentric rings.
Thank you.
With a snake in the middle.
With a snake in the middle.
Mm-hmm. All right, Yarra, what are you doing?
So, Yarra is actually going to use her keen eyes to look around the inner cave.
Go for it. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh.
26.
Okay. You see that scattered around the room appears to be like dried fish, as well as various other like basically foodstuffs that could be used as rations. And on a quick examination, you figure that you're looking at 2 weeks worth of rations that could be scavenged from all this without basically fish that's already been prepared for like taking away and like extended travel. 2 weeks worth of rations.
Okay.
You also find a box here.
Okay.
And here. And here.
Okay.
So basically where the 3 groups were.
I'm gonna mark those just so I can.
Yep.
And one here. And where was the other one?
Here.
Okay.
Basically, the reason that the others didn't notice is that since you were specifically looking for it, they were like kind of shoved in with the stuff, like stuff tossed into a pile and not really sorted through yet.
Okay.
All right, Iori, you're up. What are you doing?
Iori says that she is heading back upstairs for a moment and needs some air.
Okay. So you head on back upstairs to get some air. On your way, though.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Well, on your way, though, give me a perception check first.
Do you want a hero point?
Go for it. Okay. As you pass by, you see sticking out of the stuff over here a small fan, which at first doesn't seem particularly special to you until you see the Tien symbol for smoke upon it. And you've seen this in your home village. It may be a smoke fan.
That's coming with me.
Okay. So it should be available, like, to just add to your sheet. But just so that everybody knows, basically it's a smoke fan that you can use to create like a 5-foot radius of colored smoke.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's gonna head back up to the lobby and try to look for the person
The
they were
mayor?
talking to earlier. Yeah, and or I guess the fake mayor, and I will direct message you something.
But wait,
Okay.
question. So
Yeah.
that's 14 gold, not 12? Because it's a gold is 10 silver.
I mean, I guess it's equivalent to 14 gold, but just keep it as 20 silver in case, like.
Okay, good point.
Yeah, like, because that's what it is.
Right, so we'll just have a gold. So that means everybody gets
two gold,
2 gold
with 2
and
gold
then
to the party.
Right.
Okay, so
And then the 20 silver into the gold, into the 20 silver into
split.
into the fund. Yeah.
Or you could just split
you
it.
said I should
because
write
they
down
could-
this 2 gold as 20 silver?
No.
No.
I was saying keep the 20 silver as 20 silver. Basically, don't convert it until you go to an NPC to convert it.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, so Iori, yeah, I'll wait for your DM and then I'll answer it in kind. But Drin, you're up again.
I'm gonna walk over to this pile and do a better search through it.
Okay. No need for a perception check. You search the pile, and I'll answer your DM in just a moment. You search the pile, and you find the box that I had mentioned earlier. And contained inside of the box, you find 5 amethyst gems. They seem to be of a poor cut, so they're 5 gems that are worth 2 gold pieces each. I'll mark that.
No, not the attention you wanted, but it's attention.
Okay. And Yule, you're up.
Yule and Rhyme trot over to this pile over here and begin to search it.
One second, let me just respond.
Take your time.
Meanwhile, we have a cat crashing the stream.
All right, and Yule, when you search that last one, you find a container that kind of rattles as you shake it. It opens up with no problem, and inside you find 4 bullets.
Am.
He immediately trots on over to Saadi. Saadi, look at this. Some ammunition. You might be able to better identify them than I would.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I can't use them. I use a bow and arrow. So
Yes, it makes sense. Regardless, I appreciate it.
Okay.
no problem.
Go ahead and give me a You can actually, since you're an gunslinger, you take a moment, you sniff the bullets, and you realize what they are. They are aromatic bullets.
Ah, the
Interesting.
fun ones.
Aromatic ammunition. I'll add that.
Yep. So you have 4 aromatic bullets. Okay, and all right, so that's what you found. So, looking around the room, you don't notice anything else. Do you wish to keep searching?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. That is incorrect. I just looked at my notes. You do notice something. Scattered in some of these piles, as you take a last look through everything, you see what appears to be a map of the region, or at least the southwestern part of southeastern part of Chuye, and it appears to be like markings with markings that indicate this village as well as Kirahata. You can attempt to try to translate what it means if you have a relevant lore like warfare, or if you don't have that, you can try to roll society or survival.
Would my city lore work?
I will allow that. I will accept that.
All right, I'm rolling survival.
And also, Iori, I just whispered you something.
Oh, it's a map.
Okay. Based on that, besides what I've told you, you don't really glean any useful information from that. But it appears that it just appears that to be a map of the region indicating this village in Kirahata.
He shows it to Saadi. Give her a look. Maybe she could figure something out.
What am I looking at? A map?
The map. Yes.
What kind of check should I roll on that?
Warfare.
Society.
Go ahead.
You said survival, society, or irrelevant lore.
Correct.
Okay. Survival society. My only lore is heraldry, so I'll just roll society. I will re-roll society, earning my last hero point.
All right.
What? That is just.
Hey guys!
It's
Good
got
news.
pretty lines on it.
I found a map.
I think the aromatic bullets might have rattled her mind at the moment.
So wait, have we explored all 3 boxes?
Yes, you have explored all 3 boxes.
Okay.
And you spend some time looking over the information. I just need a moment to respond to Jasper. 1 moment.
I'm gonna gather up the rations. They'll be useful.
Oh, yes.
We'll have fish in the morning.
Out of curiosity, did anyone check the pit?
Yes, I did.
No.
It was recently. It's just recently dug. It's defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. But there's no bodies. There's no corpses inside of it.
I
No.
need.
There can be now.
Do you want to take the time to do that?
Please be
you
respectful
want
of the
to, Saad.
bodies.
Yeah, let's not.
I mean, you could
You
bury
know what?
them, but
Let's give it a proper. Let's give him a proper burial here in this using this pit. I mean, it's already
That is-
dug hole.
That is acceptable. Wow, it went silent.
So
We're giving
the
a
party-
moment.
Go ahead.
As we say, yeah, we give him as best proper rights we can. Yule personally repeats the faded what words he remembers of the priest's chants from his hometown. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah. All right. So what does that look like?
Yule just bows his head and just says, "May your spirits rest and be guided to where they belong. May they pass peacefully. Though you may have died at our hands and died in combat, may your spirits rest." May the spirits
And-
take you home.
Mhm.
And
Give
he
me a
just-
religion check after you describe. I'm sorry.
Certainly. Religion.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll that with my last hero point.
God.
I would hope
Better.
so.
There we go.
Hey. Why don't you just do what I do and roll 2 net ones in a row?
Okay, so after you perform the ritual, you do feel that you do feel a sense of calm and peace, almost as if like who is your deity again?
My deity is General Susamu.
Ah, okay. You do feel a blessing, and the party is going to regain a hero point.
Yay.
They
And
have
also,
died
Iori, I
honorably in
whispered you
combat.
something to you.
They died honorably in combat. My god looks favorably upon this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, okay. So, what else does the party do while you're still down here?
I mean,
That's
there's not much else that we can do right now besides gathered up the rations. Yeah.
Can I
Are
look
there
for
any-
more mushrooms?
Are there
in- Go
Sorry.
ahead.
Are there
I was
any
gonna say,
Hold
Are
on,
there
guys. Drin?
Are there any hidden doors?
You can take a 10 minutes to search.
Okay.
See if there is.
I will
Is
do
anybody
so.
helping?
Yeah, sure. But also looking
Saadi's
for
just hanging
mushrooms.
around the entrance.
Okay.
I'm taking it. I'm leaving that as is.
I guess
Okay.
not.
You do not see any other entrances.
Do you
It
have hero
seems that
points
this
now?
was it.
If you wanna
Yeah.
use them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Regain-
recommend that you not use it on this. Like, I'm gonna. This is me putting the nice DM hat on. Don't
Okay.
use your hero point. But okay.
Not even
So,
for mushrooms.
You know, give me a nature check, and is it nature and it would be lore and nature. So either a relevant lore or a survival check to see if you can find some mushrooms.
Oh, I rolled nature.
You know what? There is nature. Okay, that is fine then. So yeah, you do find some mushrooms that look edible and safe.
Woo! Mushrooms.
Mushrooms and fish, not bad. We'll be having a nice bake tonight.
Stew. Or soup.
Soup.
After all, salted fish is best in soup.
That is true.
Woohoo! Alright, I think we're done down here.
Yep.
I
I'm
believe
Sorry.
What?
so. Jasper, what would you like to describe what they find? Do you have an action before they get back upstairs? If you have the action before you get upstairs, you can whisper it to me.
No, that's fine. The group will make it back up into the main room to find that Iori is sitting back at the table with the stand-in mayor, who appears to have choked to death on his own vomit.
sounds about right.
Yule looks to her. Was it that he insulted your tea, or did he actually prove to be not actually the mayor?
She kind of she laughs for a moment and then says, "Take a seat. I prompt. What'd you find? And I should probably, let's break bread."
Yule pulls up the map and sets it before her. Most of note, besides the knickknacks and paddywhacks down there, is this map. I can't make much heads or tails of it, now that could most of us down there, as I'm not of this region, but of the land. You're more aware of this region than us.
Iori, who does not know what the term knickknacks and paddywhacks means, will just nod along, hoping to pick up what they mean by context clues.
You'll realize that he used a phrase that's probably very regional. The junk down there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, rations and mushrooms are not junk.
Fair point. I was more referring to the lack of things and the loaded dice they had.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There
the map.
There wasn't any ale to find either.
Shame for that.
Yarra
Again,
just
he
pats
puts
Drin.
Again, he just spreads the map out so Iori can see it.
Okay, and Iori, you can make an attempt to figure out what the map might mean.
Sure.
I believe we
See,
said
they
it
have
was
that-
either. Go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, you have the relevant lore.
You do have a Chuye lore, so you can roll that instead.
I will do that.
Woo!
Oh, I did
Okay.
not need to direct message you that. I needed to toggle that back off.
Oh, that's all good. It was a nat 20, I'll say that.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
I will give you some information, then you can ask me a follow-up question that I must answer. Okay? So here's the basic information. Based on what you see, you identify that you see a spot on the map that the others missed because you know regional dialects and symbolage, and it appears that they have 3 bases located surrounding Kirahata. In a perfect diamond or like triangular formation, almost as if they're watching over the city. And you also notice that because of your knowledge of the geography, that the bases seem to be in places that are known to be rich in foxes. And given what you know about the Seven Rings, you know that what that means. The big part of what that means. However, you also suspect that given that there may be a clue here, that if you had a little more information could lead you to like where the bandit head base is located.
Iori marks very lightly on the map some of the information she discerns from it of what other bases are nearby and what their potential information that you can glean due to the surrounding resources, but She does add to the group. It's unlikely that this has their central base of operation, and we'd likely need to raid this room as well, or the personal effects of the mayor. As far as asking you a question,
And if you need help for suggestions, you can always ask the group.
I will definitely take suggestions because I'm not sure what to ask.
Yeah, basically,
Maybe we
what
should
kind of
save
question?
that for later too? Like save that question for later.
Is there a way to triangulate based on the 3 points that Iori found? A possible location?
There is basically. You could actually possibly triangulate a location of a base if you had a little more time. Perhaps like is someone that is a local that knows like the terrain a little bit better than you do. So basically, with help, you can triangulate.
So let's go back and find the villager that I put up in an inn.
Well, we're going to be heading back to town anyway after this, because we did promise that gnome to help.
Before we go, shouldn't we talk to any of the villagers about their mayor being dead?
On that
Speaking
point,
of, okay, so
Iori?
one bedroom was a trap room. What about the other bedroom?
Do you wish to investigate it?
Yeah, and I'll use
All right,
keen
it is
eyes.
now open.
I'm gonna use keen eyes before I walk in.
Okay, go for it.
Threw that before I came in the room.
Yeah, you see a shoe. No,
Oh yeah.
This one appears to be just a simple bedroom with a fancy plush bed with like a feather down pillow and like incense, like unlit incense sticks along the wall. It's very much a hedonistic bedroom. So like, there's like on one shelf is a selection of like bubble bath oils and powder makeups and that sort of thing.
Okay. Y'all just see Yarra come out of the room, grab the body, put it in the bed, cover up the body, and make it look like he died in his sleep.
Okay, give me a deception check since you're trying to make it appear that way. Meanwhile, what's everybody else doing?
Drin is shaking his head.
Yule is actually going to take a moment and go inspect those trophies.
Okay, real quick, I believe that Iori was going to talk with the group first.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
She says that the 7 rings have been able to operate without without interference from the Oni due to an allegiance between the two, specifically as they're enlisting their services as fox hunters. In this area and beyond, there used to be kitsune that lived alongside the other yokai and races of the area. However, they have likely been slaughtered to the man. So, as I remember what it was like before then, and of the friends that I had before then, people I knew who aren't here anymore, and I've made it my mission to eliminate as many of the fox hunters I can find.
I see.
And Yada, I've taken a note of your deception check.
Okay. Is it worth rolling again or no?
Well, as
It's up to you.
Iori speaks, Saadi just sort of narrows her eyes, giving her that same intense stare that she gave her when she first saw her.
Yule.
Also, really quickly, Did you see what I sent in the chat, Iori?
Oh, I do see it. No, but they're a lot easier to bribe than a person.
Understand.
Meanwhile, dog's just enjoying a delicious jerky, a lovely milk bone. They just have a thong.
Bacon strips.
They just have they have a box of real world bacon strips.
Yule looks from Iori to the wall. I guess I'm not the only one with an affinity for animals. Anyway, he turns back to the wall to examine stuff.
Okay. Give me a perception check to see if you can spot anything from the statues. Okay. You spend 10 minutes looking over the statues, and they just appear to be fine statues. Some made of stone, some made of pewter, one scrimshaw, basically various materials, each depicting like things from Tiantia legends or myths and folklore.
Can I actually use my mining lure to see if I could sort of tell the material if they're actually gold or...
Sure. Go for it.
I'm re-rolling that. There we go!
Okay. You do find one that is made of silver, and one that is made of gold. Specifically, it's a statue made of 10 gold pieces worth of silver, and 15 gold pieces worth of gold.
Sell and give back to the villagers?
Definitely giving those to the villagers.
All right, so you can mark that in your sheet, and I'll type it in the chat.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
Well, honestly, I feel at this point, Saadi would just be trying to strike a conversation with Iori. I'm kind of getting a little bit brain dead, so I don't know what kind of specifics, but he'd be trying to, learn a little bit more about her specifically, about her background.
We could potentially RP it out a bit more over the coming days, since I also am gonna have to start winding down soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because I gotta go to bed because I got work at 5 a.m.
Yeah. So
that's all that's
what I
doing.
Okay, well, what I will say is that at that point you hear a knocking on the door, and you hear voices on the other side saying, "Mayor, are you finished with the guest yet? Is our boss ready too?" What do you do? Looking around the room, there appears to be just a single window, which is particularly small. What do you do?
Wait, the trap room, does it teleport us somewhere?
It sends us
That's what he said.
Well,
that's our exit.
that's our best exit.
What did you clean up the
Oh,
did
yeah.
you clean the vomit off of the guy? Well,
Yeah.
then we could just lie. Just say that he's laying down.
Right, but if they go investigate...
They'll see he's dead.
Well, then either we'll be gone or they'll join him.
Here's a question. Why don't we just kill these people too? There are just 3 of them, right?
You don't know who's on the other side. You
They
saw
said
3 earlier.
They said their boss.
Let him in and find out.
It's up to you.
Okay, let's let him in.
Do you wish to listen at the door and try to determine?
Really quickly, Saadi's actually just going to retreat to a corner, get her gun out. She's actually going to push down a table, basically, try and make herself improvise cover.
Okay.
Eeyore gladly take the point socially on this one, and
Yeah.
will open. Is it like a sliding door?
Yes.
She'll slide it open just a moment and says, "Oh, we were going to be leaving momentarily. I'm sorry. The mayor has, after being a lovely host and talking and telling many stories, he has chosen to lay down and wishes to not be disturbed."
Give me a deception check.
She adds, he says it is the mandate of heaven that he is not disturbed.
I will give you a +1 since that is in character form.
Woo!
Okay. So, when you open the door, you find that there were actually, let me see, I said there were 7 people outside. It seems that a few of them had tools on their belt. Like it seems that the people on the walls were coming back in, like they might have heard. But they look at you, and once you mentioned the Lord claiming the mandate of heaven, they say, "All right, we'll be waiting out here, though." And they just talk amongst themselves, and you can close the door again.
Iori closes the door, turns back to the group, and is like, and kind of holds up like 2 hands to go like 7 people, kind of motions behind her with like her thumb.
Oh god. Good thing we didn't let them in.
Take the trap exit.
It's a dead end. Oh, the trap exit, yes. You should probably
That
go.
seems the wisest course of action to me.
Okay, so you guys will go into the room and activate the trap.
Yep. But because we know it's a trap, it's the first step in evading it.
All right. So
Dune!
the mayor had said that the way to activate it is to step inside and close the door behind you.
Yep.
So we all get in.
Yep.
You all step in, close the door behind you, and there's a flash of light, and it's all very, very blinding and bright. And when the vision clears, you find yourself outside once again. And specifically, you find yourself on top of the bridge.
Oh crap.
Ah, that explains why they never walked over it.
Well, we should probably skedaddle.
Let's skedaddle.
Which way do you go?
Out of town.
Well, no, I'm specifically asking which way do you
To the
go
left.
off the bridge?
I'm going to examine this area
Uh,
of the bridge.
Okay, so if you're examining, give me a perception check.
Keen
Saadi's
eyes and
going to
perception. Woo. 25. Oh no.
22.
Perception. Runneling. Ugh.
Okay, so once you use examine things, you notice a spot in the bridge that seems a little suspicious.
So we walk around it.
Yep.
Or
you
we can
can-
just
Which side of
You
the
can
river
either-
are we trying to get to?
This one?
Yeah, that's your question.
Because it's out of town.
So the question is, are you going to try to scoot around the trap, or are you going to go back and risk getting seen by the people that are in the courtyard of the mayor's house?
Oh, scoot.
yeah, we're
Have, like,
scooting.
a clear line of sight on
Or are
us?
you gonna?
Do they have like a clear line of sight to where we are?
Oi.
Not
They
from
do
where
not
you
at the
are.
moment.
Bad.
But if you go this way to avoid the trap entirely and go south, there is a chance of you being seen.
Got it.
Yeah.
Saadi definitely wants to go
Bad.
through the trap.
Okay. Since you know where the trap is, you could also attempt to defuse it with a thievery check.
Oh, yes, please.
Go for it.
All right. Who wants to make the attempt?
Oh,
I
Yule.
got it.
I
Ooh,
got
nice.
I got a 2 on my thievery.
Okay. You spend some time messing around and fiddling with the trap, and eventually you break the trap.
This ain't no mushrooms.
And you can skedaddle away from the town.
Yay, skidids.
All right, and that takes us back to Chuye, to the main map of Chuye. What do you do now that you're outside of town?
Let's start making it back for Kirahata.
What was
Okay.
our original tasks that we agreed to do for the person that came and found us?
You have to free the mayor.
We were supposed to free the mayor, not kill him.
Well, we did free him
From his
from his
mortal
mortal
coil.
mortal
earthly
coil.
shackles. You freed him from his earthly shackles.
Were we
Well, that's
were we supposed to clear the town of the Seven Rings gang?
I believe that, given that the mayor said, the only logical solution is we should, in fact, kill the bandits.
Okay, so let's find a place to camp down for the night and then go back in.
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay.
Give us. It's not most intuitive, but it is the most efficient way because it gives us time to prepare.
Gives them time to prepare.
Oh, it gives
Hey.
them time to panic.
Yeah.
all right. Well, since you're gonna camp down, and I'm assuming that you're camping down close enough where you can like examine what's going on in town, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we'll definitely want to set watches.
So
fires.
first, I need
Probably.
someone. I need someone to make a stealth check to like find a hidey hole, and someone else to make a perception check to observe.
I'm pretty good at stealth. I have a +7 to stealth. Does anyone have anything higher?
Nope.
Mine's +5.
Right, I'll
Of
do the
course, you
stealth
can
then.
do help. Of course, you can do help checks.
I will help with the stealth.
Ooh,
I'll help with the
I'm gonna
perception.
reroll that with my last hero point.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm no help there.
Okay, I got technically a 20 perception.
Ooh,
Oh no!
ooh.
Now thankfully, you keep the higher of the two rolls.
Yeah,
But oof.
that's still not good though.
I
Alright,
think
so-
with the help from Iori, I think we scraped by.
That's going to be. That's going to be an 11 total for your stealth check and your perception. Okay. So, now I need to roll and see what the bad guys get to notice you. Oh, you guys are so lucky. Alright,
Oh.
so you manage to scoot by as you see that after some time, the group just opened up the door. They spend a few moments looking around and they shout and they immediately pour out of the building and they are frightened and angry and like just in a panic tizzy. And then within short order, the group of 7 grab whatever they can and begin leaving towards the north. So they leave out the north entrance and they're just booking it up towards the north.
Interesting.
Shall we pursue?
At a distance.
I mean, I'm sure we'll come back across them again later.
Is this before or after a rest?
No, we haven't
You
rested
haven't had a
yet.
chance yet to rest.
Alright.
So what will the party do?
Shall we pursue them? Maybe they'll lead us to their base.
Let me just say one more thing. Do any of us have good tracking skills?
Nope.
Yes.
That would be survival.
Mine's not bad.
Yeah,
I
mine is
got a
moderate.
+4.
Because if any of us have good tracking skills, then we can follow them after we rest.
Let's see here. See
With
that
the
I set.
caveat that you go first.
I was gonna say. Technically, since I set one of them as my prey, I could still consider using my hunt prey's ability to track them as a bonus. I believe. Would you?
I think the hunt prey is focused on the individual you were targeting.
Mm,
Right. I was gonna say that would not help me here. Okay.
nope.
No.
No. Drat.
Were you on watch? Were you stealthing?
I was stealthing at that time. I was
Okay,
the
so
one
yeah,
not
so
doing the
you
stealth.
yeah, so you weren't able to like put a bead on one of them.
Yeah.
If you want me to, I could shoot one of them with my new ammunition.
Oh.
That would be a whole other thing.
It'd
That
be a
might
long
lead.
distance.
That would lead into
was gonna-
combat, and
Yes, it would.
Okay, so the
Yeah, no.
party. So, do you wish to take a rest then?
It would be advisable.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I need someone, doesn't matter who, to roll a flat d20 check.
Yarra.
All right.
Hey,
All right, looks like you have a random encounter.
Oh crap.
Is it the mushrooms?
No.
Well, we're gonna find out.
If
So,
it's the mushrooms again.
okay, it's that, and
It's the mushrooms.
no. Okay, so
Drat.
as you are camping down for the night, gathering up your supplies, eating some food, resting, and discussing the day's events, all of a sudden you hear like a jungling, like tinny noise from
first
a
I go jingle, jangle, jingle.
no. You hear a rather pleasant sound, and a traveler in a colorful suit with a big floppy hat with a feather sticking out of it
Oh no.
calls to your group and
What?
says, "Ahoy, friends! I happen to be traveling these lands. Would you mind if I sit with you for the evening? I'll play you a song."
Oh god, it's Tom Bombadil.
You know what? We have the extra. We have the supplies. Extra. Yule offers a bowl of fish soup.
Fish
Might
and
as well.
mushroom chowder.
May
Yum.
I sing alongside you?
Of course you may. Of course you may. By the way, my name is Fancy Red, and so named because I wear a blue hat. And I am.
Yep. Tom Bombadil.
Iori hearing the name. Yeah, makes sense.
Here's how the song goes. It goes ding, 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 ding. Oh, actually, I should play it, huh? And he begins to play music, play a song, and see if you can come up with some good lyrics to go with it.
Give a performance check.
No.
Yeah,
I can do a
he,
performance check.
yeah, he will give you a +2 on your performance check.
Not
Oh,
bad.
So you're singing, or what do you do to perform alongside as he plays the instrument?
I'm
I
not doing
sound
it right
like a Klingon opera.
now. Here.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm
Anyways, it goes on like that.
Whoa.
I imagine that Drin is not Drin kind of like bad dwarf thing along with. But yeah, it's actually a very, very good performance, and nothing special happens. but at the end of it, the bard looks to you and says, "That was wonderful singing, and friend dwarf, you tried."
I don't know how you can say that nothing special happened. We had a lovely evening together.
What was his name again?
What did I say?
Red.
Fancy red.
Fancy red.
Fancy Red.
That's his blue.
Because he has
Because
a blue hat.
hmm Well, I had a red hat, but it was stolen.
Shame that.
I'll get another red hat eventually. But in either case, I travel Tianjia looking for songs and things to play. Hopefully one day I'll run across you again and you'll have some stories to share. In fact, do any of you have stories to share that I can add to my repertoire?
Ooh. Yarra starts regaling the tale of her mothers and how they met and fell in love.
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So you tell the story, and he jots it down, and I just realized I just made the minstrel from Final Fantasy 14. But
Yeah.
No, don't let him tell any stories.
He's gonna solve the Hobbit again!
So now you have to fight Minakami Ongaku-Mura Unreal.
It's supposed to say,
Also-
Zodiac Extreme starts.
Carp says Pyramid
also-
Head? Red Cap.
Yes.
It's red. Okay, but in all seriousness, Fancy Red says, "Oh, that is a wonderful story. I'll compose something, and the next time I see you, I'll share what I come up with. But for now, I will thank you with well, I'm a little bit under. I was taught that you should always reward a performer and storyteller. My purse is a little light, but here, have 2 copper each." And he counts out 10 copper and spreads them out to the party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Even a small honor is an honor.
Well,
Saadi takes the gift gratefully.
Annie.
and with that, the rest of the evening goes by without incident, and you are ready to start your next adventures tomorrow. And we will end our session here. So I would like to ask everybody to go ahead and put yourselves back to 1 hero point for the next session.
Yay.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna tally up your XP. So just give me 1 moment, if you please.
Oh, that means I have to pull out a calculator. Yay!
No, I'm doing that for you.
So you're gonna do the
Oh shoot!
We were at...
326.
Yep.
Okay, you have now gained 338 more XP.
So now we're at 338 plus 326.
664.
Okay, thank you.
Can we get 2 more points?
Yes, please.
No.
Fair enough.
Sure. Go. Or what? You just want the even number, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's one of the funny numbers.
You know what? Sure. Get 2 number. Go ahead and get 2 more.
Can we
Well,
get
Thank
an
you.
Gremlin.
666 does not look good on a champion's shield.
No. No, it's just upside down. It's 999 for you.
But with that said, we will continue this adventure next week. As I'm gonna say this, like, you actually bypassed a lot of possible encounters through social play, and I'm super excited to see what you think of what happens next. So good job
I
there.
mean, we've borrowed ourselves a lot of trouble because these guys are running off, most likely to their boss's boss.
Probably.
Good luck. I'm behind 7 firewalls.
We're following them behind 7 firewalls.
Do I have my VPN turned on?
Yes.
So what I'm curious about, are you guys going to follow them, or are you going to head back to Kirahata? Because if you recall, you still have the gnomes quest.
Yep.
We also gotta turn this one in.
No, you don't have to, but I was just curious.
I mean, I'm not opposed to letting this dog lie here, and us going back to Kirahata to deal with the gnome story. Because even if we did take these guys out, we're still gonna have to come back and deal with the rest of them.
Oh, if these guys left, we could go back and raid the mayor's out. Oh wait, we picked that stuff up with the purpose of selling it to get back to the villagers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, glad we already got everything then. That's it.
Yeah, like I got the statues. My intention is to sell them and give that funds back to the villagers, or just give them straight to the villagers. The villager
Give
in
it
this
straight
case.
to the villagers during Pride Month.
No, we're giving it to them gay.
Perfect. Use the fun gay engine.
We're gonna fund them gay. Fund them with pride.
But yeah, so I hope everybody had a good time, though.
Yeah.
It was
Very
very
much so.
Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you for hosting.
No
Alright,
problem.
well-
Like I enjoy this party very, very much. You guys are fun.
But yeah, so that's
Thank you.
we're heading back to Kirahata vote. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Yeah, and now you have a smoke fan and plus aromatic bullets.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and close the stream. Thank you guys for
Okay.
coming. Love the commentary, Carvash. You have a wonderful day.
I also have that
Bye.